Hi Topilots, good morning. Captain JC Rage again, and today is going to be the part 2 of our ultimate guide to becoming a pilot. And today we'll be going to Clark, Pampanga. So it's 6 o'clock in the morning right now. I'm going to Clark. I contacted this flight school because one, I am a product of their school, and two, I believe they are the only one who offers the complete package. When I say the complete package, yung from 0 hour until I believe they already have the Airbus 330 simulator. So talagang kompleto. I believe sila lang yung meron na na Airbus 330 simulator dito sa Pilipinas ngayon. So let's go. Isang Americano, please.
Hot Americano.
Hot Americano.
For your size, medium or large?
Large.
Then for your complimentary donuts po, I can add.
Thank you.
Hot Americano. Ingat po, sir.
Thank you. May kape na tayo. Ayoko sanang kumain ng donut, pero binigyan ako ng complimentary donut. Tukso, layuan mo ako. So pilots, dito na tayo sa Alpha Aviation Group dito sa Clark. It brings back a lot of memories kasi kung hindi nyo alam, dito ako kumuha ng type rating ko para sa Airbus. So nung mga time na gipit ako, walang trabaho, nangangarap, dito rin ako pumunta. Tapos nag-inquire, tinignan kung magkano yung pwede kong ipunin at bayaran para sa Airbus 320 type rating ko. Guys, kararating ko lang sa Alpha Aviation Group. So I met a lot of people. Captain Buscas is my classmate sa Philippine Air Force Flying School. Hello! Captain Gwen, kaklase ko sa PMA. Captain Barela, fighter pilot, company mate ko sa PMA. Colonel Aquino, tako namin. So, napaka memorable ng place na to for me. Para kami nagre-reunion dito ng alumni homecoming ng PMA. So first stop, I think merong safety briefing and regarding protocol sa sa COVID, and also briefing regarding sa AAG facility. So let's list them. This is Miss Precious. Hello.
Good morning, sir. This morning, meron pa tayong short safety briefing. We will be tackling yung safety-related precautions and procedures sa loob ng simulators natin. Crew access way, drawbridge, produce the 3 golden rules pa. We call it the sacrificial, malasakit, and respetas.
Ano sa t-shirt?
Yes, if we got the right shirt size.
Wag lang small kasi so
I can...
suma ng labas ko nito eh.
Para...
Day 1 to day 1.
Guys, binigyan nila ako ng t-shirt. So, magpapalit muna ako ha. Nakapagpalit na ako ng damit. I'm so proud, AAG.
In terms of our presence, we maintain a global and regional presence with our head office in the UK. So, under the business venture na aviation, AAG has 2 sites. So, serving the Middle East market is Alpha Aviation Academy, that's our sister school in Sharjah, UAE, and serving the Asia Pacific region is AAG Philippines. We're going to be putting up a school in Sri Lanka, and we also have a project in India. So we see to it that our presence will really expand, so that we will be able to cater more sa different markets all over the world. In fact, based on parang survey or ranking done by Aviation Voice, we rank 3rd among the aviation training centers here in the Asia Pacific region.
So pilots, tapos na yung briefing. Now we're going to make a tour of the facility. And sasamahan tayo nila Gwen. Kompleto sila lahat dito, kasama ang classrooms, dormitory. It's like a one-stop shop for everything. From 0 hours until Airbus training, nandito lahat. And
They are also certified by a lot of governing bodies and certification bodies, mga standardizations like EASA. So they pass all those kinds of standards, which is very high.
Captain JC Rage. If you're familiar with this vlog, he's doing video vlog. So you can subscribe to his channel in YouTube. So these are the newest batch 55 of the airline pilot program.
They are taking the
Airline pilot program.
airline. What's the airline pilot program? Explain.
So
Sila yung mga estudyante ngayon. How many of you? Seven. They're taking the airline pilot program, which is, in a nutshell, from 0 hour until their Airbus type rating, Airbus 320. I'm also a product of AAG. If you don't know, Don is, Captain Buscas is my classmate sa flying school, sa Air Force. Also, Gwen is my classmate since PMA.
and also in Air Force.
Sa flying school.
Flying school.
I'm doing this tour of all the flying schools around the country, and of course, AAG being a world-class institution when it comes to pilot training, I have to go here. I have to showcase AAG and what AAG can offer. Mag-aaral na kayo mabuti. My advice, sabi dito kasi bibigyan ko ng advice sa inyo. My advice to you, kung ano yung basic, yung pinaka-basic na matututunan nyo dito, i-absorb nyo yun, assimilate nyo. Because even though you have automation, you have the autopilot, you have all this protection when it comes to modern equipment, when push comes to shove, you will go back to basic. You will fly the aircraft the basic way. Lahat ng eroplano, mapa Airbus 320, 321, 350, kapag may nasira sa kanya, ang ginagawa ng machine ng eroplano, bumabalik siya sa basic. So if you have a very good foundation when it comes to your basic training, that's a very good investment. So lahat ng basic na pwede nyo matutunan dito, like navigation, basic on aerodynamics, you have to absorb that and learn that by heart. Oh, thank you.
I also follow your TikTok, sir. Okay.
Guys, medyo nahihiya na ako kasi hindi ko in-expect na parang may VIP treatment pa talaga. But yun. Gusto kong pakita sa inyo kung ano yung pwedeng i-offer nung Alpha Aviation. And for everybody's information, I think only Alpha Aviation is the one who offers this kind of facility and the kind of equipment that they are offering their students. Sila lang yata ang meron ngayon sa buong Pilipinas. Although some, of course, meron, pero yung mga katulad ng Airbus 320 simulator, Airbus 330 simulator, kumpleto sila lahat dito.
Dito muna tayo.
Ano yan? Ano yan, President?
This is AAG's biggest expansion project. It's AAG's Simulator Training Center Annex Building. So this one is a facility good to house 4 full flight simulators. Currently, it has already 1. Yes, 4. Currently, meron na tayong isang Airbus 320 full flight sim provided by L3.
This one. It's a new building. Yung old, ilang simulators meron doon?
6 simulators all in
6?
all. Yes.
Yeah. 2 full flight and 4 6-base simulator in the old building. This one, capacity 4. Now it has the L3 A320 simulator, and dito nagte-training yung mga PAL for their UPRT.
September in 2019 when we launched this biggest expansion project of Alpha Aviation.
So this is the old simulator building. Right there, dito yung ating A320, yung pinakauna sa A330, A340. With pressures.
Ikaw ba nag-train ka? Ikaw ba
Yes.
nag-train? So this is our Airbus 320 full flight simulator. And then the other one is an Airbus 330, 340 full flight simulator. Actually, the white one, the 330, 340 full flight sim is the first and the only Airbus A330, A340 full flight simulator in the whole Philippines.
Ito yung ginamit ko, di ba? For training. Kung gusto niyo makita yung itsura nung simulator na ginagamit ng mga professional pilots to train on all emergencies, to train from 0 hour until they get qualified to fly the Airbus equipment like 320, like this one is for 320, that one, as explained by Ms. Precious, is for the 330, which is currently the only one in the Philippines right now. So, yan, ganyan sila kalaki. Later, if we have the privilege to go inside, maybe we can see. And if you're going to look inside those simulators, they are exactly the same as what you can see on the real aircraft. Tama ba ako, Ms. Precious?
Yes, it replicates exactly what's happening inside a real cockpit. So that's how realistic it is.
So, these are not toys. These are being certified by regulatory bodies. Lahat ng emergency na pwedeng isipin, na pwedeng mangyari sa loob ng eroplano, dito namin ginagawa actually. When I was starting, I flew on this simulator. Ito mismong simulator na to. Dito ako nag-training from 0 hours sa Airbus. So yung mga simulator na yan, ito yung computer room. Lahat ng computer dito, yan ang ginagamit para ma-operate yung mga simulators na yan.
This one is our ALSIM. It's a fixed base simulator mainly used for the instrument rating training of our trainees.
So as explained by Captain Gwen, ito napapalitan yung ano niya, yung instrument panel niya depende sa aircraft na pwedeng liparin.
Yes,
Currently,
currently
20
it's 20 aircraft.
20 aircraft.
Currently we have Cessna setup. Cessna 172 setup. Yes, 172.
Cessna 172 yung setup niya. Pero pwede siyang i-configure to Piper, pwede siyang i-configure to ATR 42.
Yes.
So when you're flying instruments, ito yung ginagamit.
Before.
Yeah,
but now we have the new AL 172 that is the exact replica of the Cessna 172 G1000 suite.
Are we going
instrumentation.
to
Yeah, we are.
visit that? Okay.
After this one.
So ito yung luma.
Ito yung luma.
Meron silang bago, mas modern, showcasing the G1000. G1000 is currently the latest offering by Garmin. All modern aircraft like the Cessna 172, that they are brand new Cessna 172 right now, are equipped with the G1000. It's an option, but currently yun na ang parang standard ng mga general aviation aircraft ngayon, ng mga light aircraft like the Piper, Cessna 172. So they're offering the G1000 and we're going to look at them.
Yep. So this is the new AL172. It is exact replica of the Cessna 172 with G1000 avionics. So as you can see, we are having a session right now.
Guys, may nagte-training ngayon dito sa Cessna 172 na ALSIM 172, that is G1000. So maganda makikita natin kung paano nila ginagamit. Hindi natin sila pwede masyadong istorbohin kasi syempre may session sila. But I will show you how they do it.
Actually, this is the first and only simulator in the Philippines and only 6th in the world. This one.
Only 6 in the world?
Yes, and only one in the Philippines. The nearest like this one is in Indonesia, Banyuwangi.
Ooh.
I get to
I can fly. I'm crawling around, searching for higher ground. Can't see in front of me.
So guys, this is AL172, the only one in the Philippines. Cessna 172 with G1000 simulator, Garmin G1000 avionics. So there are only 6 of this in the world. One of those nandito sa Pilipinas. That's how advanced this facility is. So they are really investing on synthetic training. That's to increase safety, to increase the level of absorption of the students when it comes to their lessons. Everything that they can do on real Cessna 172 equipped with the G1000, including all those emergency procedures, they can do it here.
Inside this room is AAG's Airbus 320 fixed base simulator. So whatever you can see inside a real cockpit is the same. It's just that the main difference is that it doesn't have motion. That's the main difference. This is also the first and the only in the Philippines. We launched this back in 2016, and with that, AAG is the first training organization to have a fixed base A320 simulator.
So this one, the difference of this dun sa una nating nakita is ito hindi lang gumagalaw. Fixed base nga. But everything inside the cockpit of an Airbus 320, you can see it here. Nung sinabi nilang fixed base, hindi ganito yung fixed base dati nila. Dati, hindi ko in-expect na ganito. This looks like the real thing. Actually, this is exactly the real thing. This is the cockpit of the Airbus 320. From the overhead panel to the FCU, sa pedestal, everything is Airbus. Ang ganda nito. And as like what Miss Precious said, this is the only one in the country. Fixed base na Airbus 320 simulator. So everything you can do it here except for the motion. All the emergency procedures. This is what you call the ECAM. So kapag may mga emergency procedures, lumalabas dito yung mga procedures na kailangan mong gawin, and you need to clear it or you need to do all the switching off of all switches. Depende kung ano yung klase ng emergency procedure. Guys, nag-request yung classmate ko na subukan daw, pwede pa rin yung nila, fixed base simulator. So
I'm crawling around, searching for higher ground. Can't see in front of me. My enemies have tried every possibility. Ability to know if I can bleed. If that's what you wanted, you won't get it tonight. 'Cause I can fly. I can fly. I can I can
thank you very much. So hindi kayo mag-i-stop sa gitna ng runway ha, kapag for demonstration purposes lang. This is a very good trainer. It's exactly the same kung ano yung totoong aeroplano. Yung feeling, pwera sa motion.
So ito yung naabutan niya. This one. Instrument procedure
Ano to, Bok?
trainer. Ito yung ano, di ba inabutan?
Mga IPT.
Yeah, estimate procedure training. But now we have the fixed base.
Ito yung IPT. Ito siya. Ginagamit to kapag yung mga flows, yung mga procedure, pinagpapraktisan mo pa. Kasi bawat eroplano, katulad sa Airbus, may kanya-kanyang flow yung bawat piloto na ginagawa. So para masanay ka, ma-memorize mo yung flow mo, dito yon. Kunwari, mag-i-start ka ng engines, after start, so may mga flow na ginagawa. So ito yung pinagpapraktisan nila. So yung una natin nakita is yung full flight simulator. Yun talaga yung pinaka the best, kumbaga yun yung certified. The next one is the fixed base simulator, yung katulad ng cockpit din ng Airbus pero walang motion. This one is used for the procedures as I was explaining to you a while ago. So ito lahat ng procedure na kailangan mong gawin, like mga flow, mga switches, dito train. Everything is touchscreen. Katulad ng parking brake, kung gusto kong i-release yung parking brake, release yung parking brake. Using the MCBU, pwede kong gamitin yung MCBU nila. And, yan. Lahat pwedeng gamitin. When you're starting, ang pinakauna, kunwari mag-start ka sa Airbus, dito ka muna. When you're starting, ang pinakauna, kunwari mag-start ka sa Airbus, dito ka muna. Kasi para magawa mo yung mga proper procedures, magawa mo yung mga tamang pag-on ng switches, yung mga flow mo, kung kailangan mong gawin, mapapractice mo yung flow mo, dito lahat yung ginagawa mo na. Para hindi nasasayang yung session mo sa full flight simulator. Kasi pagdating mo sa full flight simulator, ibig sabihin nun, ang concentration mo is yung lipad mismo. Dito, yung procedure, kung paano mag-start ng engine, kung paano mag-switch off ng engine, kung ano yung mga switches na kailangan mong i-switch off or i-switch on, dito mo pinagpapracticean. Dito mo rin mapafamiliarize lahat ng mga buttons, kung ano yung mga buttons na kailangan mong i-switch on during startup, ano yung mga buttons na kailangan mong i-switch off pag nagpatay ka na ng makina. So this is a very advanced trainer.
This is the briefing room of our ALSIM, so all flights of our basic flight training and ALSIM 200 and the AL170 we conduct here. So this is the only briefing room. All other briefing room is reserved for the type rating training.
This one sa ALSIM.
This one sa ALSIM for basic flight training.
How many simulators ang kasya dito?
4.
4?
Yeah, it's
Yung
designed.
pinuntahan natin, lahat yung 6, di ba?
Yes, 6.
6. Is mga former kasama ko sa Cebu Pacific.
Okay, this is my student at Cebu Pacific.
Hello.
Captain Captain. So they want to do a picture taking for
Captain
us.
Kasibang was my instructor in Cebu Pacific before.
Hi.
And Sir Tony,
Hi.
maraming beses kami lumipat ni Sir Tony dati sa Cebu Pacific.
Cebu Pacific, yes, of course. Yeah, that was 3 years ago.
3 years ago, sir?
Yeah, I retired 3 years ago.
Parang kailan lang yun. Ah.
And that's our
This is our manager for
Hello, sir.
simulator.
simulator
Oh,
maintenance
yeah.
manager, Victor Dofort.
You see these manuals?
You see this manual, all the manual in place na, no?
Alright.
Makikita mo,
Yeah.
lahat ng manuals namin, lahat ng courses namin already approved by the authority, by Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines. We are EASA qualified. Our simulator all EASA qualified.
That's what I want to tell them, that the standard
The standard
is from EASA,
from EASA,
European standard.
European standard. Okay, we have accreditation with Vietnam and other countries, Cambodia.
When you say certified by Vietnam, sir,
Okay.
what do you mean by that?
Ang ibig sabihin, under ICAO, under ICAO, we have EASA, we have ICAO, and for your information, yung ICAO is meron sinasabing Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines. Then every country meron silang approval, no? Just like Philippines approval, Vietnam approval. nagkakaroon ng accreditation to each other. Kaya kung accredited ang Vietnam sa amin, pwede kami mag-train ng Vietnamese cadet. Just like yung lahat ng Vietjet cadet, karamihan dito nagtitrain sa amin.
And their standard that they want to apply, yun yung standard na ina-apply niyo.
Yes.
Yes.
And also po, conversion of license will not be difficult when we are accredited by for example, the Civil Aviation Authority of Vietnam. We have accreditation with them. So pagdating doon ng kadete, when they go back, yung license nila will be converted, hindi na masyadong mahirap.
Yeah, if I may add also that like the other year, we trained Air Asia India. No, but before we did that, the Civil Aviation of India authorities, they came here and they audited us for several weeks.
Yes, that's right.
With the chief pilot of Air Asia India. So we trained several sets. I think more than 20 sets of pilots. So that because our training here is already accredited by the DGCA of India. That's the meaning of getting accreditation.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Airlines here.
Guys, nandito na lahat yata mga bigatin. Mga bigatin. Sir Tony.
Of course, you know Captain Frank, no?
Yes, it's from
Si Sir from Hong Kong, sir, no? Hong Kong Airlines.
350 yung pangarap.
350. Airbus 350. Pag nakikita nyo na lumilipad ako, yung lanyard ko, 350. Kasi yun yung pangarap ko. Of course, hindi kompleto kapag wala yung mga idol natin. Sir Frank Desiderio, the first Airbus 380 Filipino pilot, captain.
Thank you, thank you.
Nandito lahat sila sa Alpha.
Well, to all of us who loves aviation, I just like to tell everyone, keep the faith, keep that passion alive, and this aviation industry that we love most, we will bounce back to productivity, and yung dating sigla, it will be there, the old, very energetic life of flying, we will once again bounce back to its old presence. So, all the best, all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Especially yung tayo magkakasama sa aviation industry, gusto nating mapangat talaga yung
Yes, sir.
level of
Yes, sir.
ng aviation sa Pilipinas.
Yes, sir. May pinakita sa akin si Sir Tony. Guys,
Makapal pa ang buko nun. Hindi na.
may pinakita sa akin si Sir Tony. Matagal na tong picture na to.
Bago ko pa yata ma-promote yan no?
Kasi old, ano pa sir eh?
Old uniform.
Old uniform pa ng Cebu Pacific sir.
Co-pilot ka pa na, no?
Co-pilot pa sir.
Co-pilot pa
Yes,
siya.
yes.
Old uniform pa eh. Bago pa tayo nito sa Sempa.
Yes sir. Guys, remember nung pumunta tayo dun sa isang flight school, meron silang eroplano na para sa UPRT or yung Upset Recovery Training. So, dito, merong simulator na rated for that. Ginagamit siya for upset recovery rin. Pero at this time, upset recovery para sa Airbus. So, andito si Sir Lev. Upper class ko rin si Sir Lev. Class 96 sa PMA. So, siya yung... Sir, anong position mo dito, sir?
Tagawalis, taga-map, tsaka tagalinis ng kubeta.
So, explain ni Sir natin kung ano yung UPRT na simulator. Currently, may session ng upset recovery.
So, itong simulator na to, it's UPRT capable. Ibig sabihin nito, kaya niyang mag-replicate ng aircraft upset. So mga stall, unusual attitude ng mga aeroplano na nare-replicate dito ng simulator na to. And kaya niya yung mga out of the envelope ng mga maneuvers. So basically, dito natin pinapractice yung recovery ng mga upset ng aeroplano. So pwedeng nangyari dito na more than 70 degrees yung bank mo. And napaka-realistic nung mga scenario. So pilots get to practice that in a realistic environment here in the simulator. Ito lang, ilan lang talaga yung mga simulator na capable na gawin to mga ganito, and we have one here in Alpha Aviation. Ang kailangan natin makuha yung certification na lang. Yun lang naman. Malala pa nga yung ginagawa natin dun. Nahuhulog na kami ng baliktad ng gano'n eh. Buhutsang ina. Stop power!
So guys, nandito tayo ngayon sa monitoring area ng buong school, OCC. Yung pinaka-center ng lahat. So they can monitor all the flight operations that's happening sa buong AAG. Not only here, but also on their outstations. So to explain that, here is Captain Buscas, also my classmate from the Philippine Air Force Flying School.
Yes, good
Sir,
afternoon.
kumusta ka na?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. So here we are here in OCC. We monitor our flights, especially in our outstations. As you can see, we have here our monitors. Here we have the schedules. We are using the Talon system, in which we can see every detail of their schedules, whether they already took off and when they were landed already. It will show in the system.
Saan yan, sir?
At this monitor here, this screen is in Subic. Then here is in the La Union office. Then the La Union outside the runway, and the IBA station.
Iba, Sambales?
IBA Sambales, yes. So as of now, we are only utilizing La Union and IBA for our flight training. Then also here, we are monitoring not just the outstation, but also our sim sessions. Whenever there are sessions here, we can monitor them. Then we can alert the SimTech or the other concern if there are problems occurring in our simulators. And also the classrooms, we can monitor them.
Yan, mga simulators.
Yes.
Ito, classrooms.
Yes.
Back a while ago, we were here.
In the vicinity of, sa gym.
In the gym and the corridors.
Tulad ngayon guys, merong nagsisimulator session.
That's A330, A340 full flight.
A330. Ayun, 330, 340 full flight simulator.
Also the AR-170.
So they're monitoring everything to ensure safety of all the students and all the instructors, and also safety of all the equipment. Guys, bago ko umalis ng AAG, gusto ko i-introduce sa inyo. Upper class ko sa PMA, fighter pilot. May mga video siya sa YouTube. Sa YouTube ba, sir? Nilagay mo?
Oo.
So, nasa YouTube. Nagpapalipad siya ng fighter aircraft, si Captain Derelle. Magkasama kami dati sa PMA. Sir, bigyan ka naman ng mga konting inspirational message sa mga gusto magpiloto.
Sa mga gusto magpiloto. Sa mga gusto magpiloto, just follow your dreams. Walang kasing sarap yung, alam mo yung trabaho mo at 30,000 feet. Alam mo, yung office mo nandun, walang kasing sarap na feeling yon. So, yun lang. And just continue on pursuing your dreams. Yun lang. Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Andito ngayon si Miss Precious. She will explain to us on how we can avail of the Study Now, Pay Later that Alpha Aviation Group is offering to its future students. So, paano ba yun?
We all know naman, no, Cap, na pilot training is really an investment.
Yes, it is. It is an investment.
It is. I mean, with all the training equipment that you need to train pilots, talagang it would require significant amount of investment from your part. And here at Alpha, it is our objective to assist mga aspiring airline pilots to reach their dream of becoming airline-ready pilots. That's why back in 2013, we worked on this partnership with RCBC.
The bank? RCBC Bank?
Yes.
Okay.
RCBC. For us to be able to offer a Study Now, Pay Later program. Okay. So, actually, we're already on our SNPL 2.0. Ayan.
What does that mean?
Back in
SNPL yung Study Now, Pay Later.
Yeah.
Okay.
SNPL stands for Study Now, Pay Later.
So version 2 na.
Yes, it's version 2.0 already because nabigyan tayo ngayon ng mas magandang pay break.
Okay.
So the Study Now, Pay Later program, especially for those na interested for the ab initio program, yung from 0 to Airbus 320 type.
Ab initio, no experience at all.
No experience at all.
Hanggang sa makarating ka dun sa Airbus, rated ka na.
Yes.
Okay.
So ito yung mga, if you're a bachelor's degree holder and you're interested to take flight training, you're from zero, ito yung tinatawag nating ab initio. So RCBC is, or AAG in partnership with RCBC is offering an SNPL, Study Now Pay Later program, wherein the applicant will be given a pay break. So meaning during the entire duration of the program, the applicant will not be required to pay monthly amortization with principal. So the payment with the principal will only start after the training on the 25th month.
On the 25th month.
Yes.
So that's 2 years. After 2 years, you're training for 2 years, then after your training, doon pala mag-start yung payment mo.
Yes, yung payment. Usually, parang interest mo na yung binabayaran. Ganon. And then on the 25th month, that's when you're gonna be starting to pay the amortization with the principal already. So it gives time for the applicant to prepare.
Does this apply to all courses that being offered or only for yung from ab initio until Airbus 320?
We offered it dun sa airline pilot program. That's our ab initio from zero to Airbus. And the program is also offered to those applying for the first officer transition or yung Airbus type rating course natin.
Type rating course, yung
Yes.
FOT program, first officer training. For
Correct.
those of you who are not familiar, first officer training are those meron ka ng CPL.
License holder.
May license holder ka na, CPL holder ka na, and then you want to transition to Airbus.
Yes.
So you can avail also of that
Yes.
program. Okay. So yun. Ano yung plan? Do they need any collateral?
Yes, RCBC or the program will require a collateral. It's like a home loan. No, they'll need to prepare. They need to prepare for a collateral, and then it will. Because the loanable amount will be based on the value that the bank will come up
Kung
with.
ano yung mga approved amount nila.
Yes,
Oh,
approved amount
depending
from the
on
bank.
the kind of collateral that you're going to present to the bank.
Yes. And very flexible si RCBC, no? If you don't want to avail of the 24-month pay break, if you wanted to pay earlier, para din matapos na kaagad.
Or para less yung interest.
Yes. So, very much flexible si RCBC to address.
That's the maximum, yung 24 months.
Yes, that's the maximum.
Maximum.
Just to cover really the entire duration of the training program.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yes.
So, yun. So, nasagot nyo na. So, investment siya. Kailangan mong mag-invest. So, kapag in-apply mo siya, kailangan mo rin ng collateral. Siyempre, hindi ka naman bibigyan nung bangko ng pera ng ganun-ganun kung wala rin silang pinangahawakan na magsasabi na, okay, pwede namin i-approve tong taong to ng loan for this kind of program.
Yeah, and up to date, more than 50 already availed of the
More than
program.
50?
Yes.
That's a lot of pilots already.
Yes, and the majority of them are already graduates.
How many graduates do you have now? From the very start?
From the very start, more than 1,000 na sir. Since
More than
we
1,000. So you produce more than 1,000 pilots already
Yes.
from AAG.
So
I'm one of those.
Yeah, so si Captain has a type rating.
Type rating.
Training here. And since AAG's parang launch or establishment in 2006, we were able to produce more than 1,000 graduates already.
So yun guys. So this will end our video for today. I hope we presented to you the kind of facilities that AAG has. By the way, I'm not being paid to do this. I'm the one who contacted AAG so that I can show to you kung ano yung the kind of world-class facility for pilot training we have here in the Philippines. This is located here in Pampanga, and they are already well known, not only here in the Philippines but in the world. As you mentioned a while ago, we are
The presence is
the presence, yeah.
not just regional, it's a global
And in
presence.
terms of ranking, we are
Third.
third in the Asia Pacific region.
Yeah.
Number 3 in the Asia Pacific region.
Check Aviation Voice's ranking. Or
Aviation Voice?
Yeah, Aviation Voice. It's with Aviation Voice.
So yun, para hindi masayang yung pera nyo, because it is an investment and you want to be sure of your investment. So AAG is one of those, if not the only facility that offers from ab initio until Airbus 320 rating. They even have the Airbus 330 simulator here.
Yes. As we always say, this is pilot training, so you always look for the training value. No? Minsan ka lang magpa-pilot training.
Yes. Ayaw mo na ulitin, masyadong malaki, masyadong magastos.
So, better talagang invest in the right school as well, that will match the training value that you are looking for.
Yes, that's true. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Captain.
Thank you.
It's a joy and a delight for us to have you here.
Oh, thank you.
You're always welcome.
Thank you. It's also, I'm very honored to be welcomed here again. It brings back a lot of memories. And also, dito ko nag-umpisa nung career ko ng airlines. So, this is like my payback to you guys. Yun. Thank you very much. Until our next video. Thank you. Bye.
I can